Thank you, Onengi. And joining me in the studio to discuss the expected impact of Petroleum Industry Act is the Chairman, Host Communities of Niger Delta, Mike Emuh. You're welcome to Network News.
Thank you, Nigerians.
Now, at last, the PIB has not only been passed, but also signed into law by the President. So how do you, the host communities, feel about this landmark event that has broken the jinx of about 2 decades running?
I, as the chairman of the host committee of Nigeria Oil and Gas, HOSCON, I congratulate the Niger Deltans. This has been our expectation for the past 13 years when the bill was over delay. We appreciate what the National Assembly have done, and we must thank Mr. President for not hesitating for signing the bill. This has been our expectation. Now that we're having 3% given to the host community, we just have to start from somewhere. And we can't just start with 100%. 30% derivation started with 1.5%. Abacha brought it to 13% derivation. I think as time goes on, we'll be asking for upward review. For now, how are we going to manage this 3% is what really matters. We'll manage it. Would it go just as the 3% of NDDC or 30% of derivation? No. This time around, I think the Niger Deltas will come together, reason together, look for homogeneous innovation diffusions, that will look about the betterment of the Niger Delta in terms of diversification from oil and gas to agriculture, in terms of industrialization, in order to create a job for our youth. And so, on behalf of the Niger Delta leaders of thought, we thank Mr. President. Indeed. And we celebrate what is happening now.
Indeed, congratulations is in order and is a step-by-step process. So what does the signing of the Act into law mean to the host communities? What are your expectations now?
The signing the Act into law, I think, is a great, huge achievement to the host community. We were not having a law guiding us before. For the past over 50 years, we can't even be proud of 1 billion naira per year. But with 3% and signing to the PIB to an act, I think we'll be expecting over 300 billion. And we are starting from, so it means a lot to us. It is important to us. This has been our expectation. And if OPEC will congratulate Nigeria and praise Mr. President, why can't we at home thank Mr. President and then thank God for what God have done? So we are happy with what has happened. We are starting from somewhere, and I, as the chairman of the host committee of Nigeria, on behalf of the Niger Delta, we're grateful.
The host communities is believed will receive 3% annual budget allocation from the operator's expenditure. So how do you think these funds will be adequately utilized by the Niger Deltans?
I believe that we have homogeneous innovation diffusionists, professionals, where we come together and then we work out a master plan. We look at issues of industrialization. We look at those who we think that are professionals that can actually, we work out master plan to see that we make use of this money effectively, so that in the nearby future, we are going to ask for upward review. They will say, well, you have done very well with the little that you started with. And so I think who is going to manage these resources should be the call Niger Deltas. We have 154 oil and gas producing communities. People should be selected, people who are professional, people who have integrity, who have the interests of Niger Delta and Nigeria as a country at heart, to be nominated to become commissioners in the oil and the host committee trust fund commission that we are now jubilating and celebrating.
So where do you see the industry and the host communities in the next 10 years?
I think we'll be looking at issues of conversion of gas flare into energy, so that our people in the rural area could have light. And we'll be looking at issues of, we cannot talk about agriculture in terms of diversification to agriculture without talking about industry. Industry goes with agriculture. So we'll be looking at refurbishment or rehabilitations of the seaports, and then the DLC, all the industry that were shut down for the past 15, 16 years, how we can actually revive this industry with this money coming in, and we can actually industrialize the Niger Delta. That has become an issue that we need to just oppose and ensure on.
Okay, like you said, it's a step-by-step process. Mike Emuh is the chairman, Host Communities of Nigeria. Thank you so much for coming on Network News.
Thank you, Nigerians.